Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. As with most fledgling new YouTubers, if you're watching this and you're not subscribed and you're into solo RV content, please subscribe because that would be cool. Okay, so I want to show you my amazing campground that I'm at. I mean, there's my RV. And here's the big reveal. Look at how beautiful this is. I am in San Juan National Forest. The camera doesn't do it justice, but the fall colors are popping. I think, yeah, even that landscape right there, you can see that shock of red there. It's absolutely beautiful. And I do have a few neighbors. I met the neighbor that is in the tent back there. I'm sure you can't see it, but he has 2 horses. And then I have a neighbor on the other side who is here with 2 horse trailers as well. And I think that speaks to, the one guy said that this area just hosted and is known for being very popular with boondocking. There's the other neighbors. Boondocking horse people, which is kind of cool. There is a lot of horse shit everywhere, but you know, it's fine. And yesterday I got to wake up to some horse neighbors giving some very loud neighs in the morning and chewing their cud. It was all very nice. So I'm going to put on my sunglasses, and I just wanted to share, I've been doing lots of longer videos that of course don't do very well on the algorithm. Not that I am really looking to, be crazy Mr. YouTuber, but it just means that, I think shorter content on much more laser-like topics is better for getting people engaged and seeing what it's like to live this life. And I wanted to just briefly talk today about the number one reason why I love being in an RV versus, for instance, doing van life. And a lot of people, when they hear that I'm alone on the road, assume that I'm living van life. And a lot of times when I meet people for a meal or out and about or meet friends that live in a particular place that I'm at, they say, "Oh, did you, pack up your rig and bring it with you?" And I said, "No, you obviously probably don't know how big this thing is. And also no, because I have that, right? Which is a really ridiculous daily driver, but it's a daily driver nonetheless, and I can unhook and move. And this is not a revolutionary observation, short video today, but this is the number one reason. It's not the only reason. It's maybe not even the biggest quality of life reason, but it's up there. It's really great to be able to set up where you're going to be. And especially if you're boondocking, you can stay somewhere for up to 2 weeks at a time. You can really set things up and get things out and not be packing up all the time and still have your freedom to move around. And this is, hands down, the leading advantage of being in either a fifth wheel or a travel trailer, something. It could even be a little teardrop trailer. But it could be something that you could leave and then go into town, wherever town is, whatever that means where you're at, and do your grocery shopping. In my case, I'm going to be able to start, exchanging fresh water and dumping gray tanks. I got some bladders to do that. I'll bring you along on that journey the first time I do it. But whatever it is that you have to do, you can do it without having to break camp, because in my situation, I am not living this lifestyle primarily so that I can travel around a bunch and be a crazy tourist. That's fun. I'm going to do some touristy stuff tomorrow. I'm going to go to Mesa Verde for the annular eclipse. That'll be really cool. But I am living my life. I have to be somewhere at any particular time. And it doesn't have to be crazy amazing. It's really cool to be able to have my coffee outside looking at this beautiful view. But I'm not doing this primarily to travel. I'm doing this to give myself some freedom and really connect with what's important to me and everything else. But like sometimes you're not going to be at the most beautiful campsite. Sometimes you're just going to be close to civilization because you need to be close to civilization. Sometimes you're going to be somewhere cold or whatever. And the RV allows me to have a semblance of home, right? It's my bed, it's my kitchen, it's my desk, everything else, and still live what feels pretty much like a normal life if I'm just going to town to get something from the grocery store. So the fact that I can unhook and drive that guy around, even if it's not great gas mileage or whatever, it is still hands down the better option than having to put a tent out to mark my site so that nobody else comes and gets it, and pack up the Starlink and pack up all the stuff so it doesn't fly around the back of the van and all this, and you lose your level and everything else. If you haven't seen the video that I took and put up this morning about the involved process that it takes to pack up this thing to get ready to go, you can appreciate, take a look at it and you'll appreciate how involved that is. So yeah, I think that's kind of what there is to say about that. If you have questions or comments, please let me know. I'd love to, answer any questions that you have. But if you're considering van life versus an RV, vans are also really expensive. Once you do the conversion and everything else, and the used market for RVs, getting a tow vehicle is probably the harder piece about that, process. And you have to get a vehicle that is actually capable of towing the RV that you get. But even if you get a little travel trailer, you can tow it with, a 1/2 ton or 3/4 ton truck or something like that. Consider what you're going to use as your daily driver, because you don't want to be beholden to making a choice between going to town to get NyQuil and being like, well, it's too big of a problem. It's too big of a hassle. I'm just going to, suffer through because I don't want to pack up my van. So anyway, that's the deep thought for today. I appreciate you being here, and hopefully I can help answer whatever questions you have. I know a few people have dropped into the comments and said, yeah, I'm considering RV life on my own. Please let me know what you'd like to know, because I really am enjoying sharing what I've learned, because there is no handbook for this life. You have to figure it out on your own. All right, everybody, have a great day. Talk to you soon.